Good morning, world.
Good morning.
I've been searching high and low for a place where I can shop, free of hatred, free to be myself, and free to be loved. I have found Amazon. Why does Amazon represent all those things and more? This is why.
We're going to talk about this video next. I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian, and this is Cedric and Brian.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting close to election season, and like Brian and I promised you, with election season quickly approaching, we're going to have some madness to talk about. And sometimes me and Brian think about it, and sometimes the story just presents itself to us out of the blue. I was in a city near Los Angeles today, Woodland Hills. For those of you who live in Southern California, you may know where that is. And I said, let me go on Amazon Fresh here real quick and see what's going on. And I started squinting, and I said, no. This sign cannot say what I thought it said. And if you guys missed it, it said, racism and discrimination of any kind have no place at Amazon. We support the Black community and meaningful change in the world. Now, Brian and I were briefly talking about this earlier.
Wait, Cedric, hold on. So tell him what some of the comments on our group text chat said.
Oh, gee, you're going to put me on blast like that? I don't know if our friend Jen was kidding, but I think she said, and we'll have to send this, we'll have to put this on the screen if Brian can put it. I think Jen said, it's about time? Is that what she said?
I've got it here. Let's see. She says, love, go Amazon.
Go Amazon. Yay, Team Amazon.
And then a particular blonde woman who's in Cedric Live says, perfect, as it should be, with a little...
And I don't know if she's kidding or not. Now, here's the thing.
But then what did I say, Cedric? I said, it's funny because Costco said racism is tolerated. So stupid. I think it's stupid.
I got to talk to my fiance and say what's going on. Now, Brian, here's something I forgot to mention to you, that Amazon started this back in 2020, June of 2020. We all know what was happening in June of 2020.
Makes sense.
Here's an article here from June 19th of 2020, and it reads, the inequitable and brutal treatment of Black and African Americans is unacceptable in our country and must stop. Black Lives Matter. Where have we heard that before? Amazon stands in solidarity with the Black community, our employees, customers, and partners in the fight against systemic racism and injustice. So, to support education and justice for Black Americans, Amazon has recently donated $10 million to organizations supporting justice and equity for the Black community, contributing to the NAACP, National Urban League, the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, and UNICEF, among others. And you can read more about the support here. This is from an article back in June 19th of 2020. But it's so weird because I think I've been inside an Amazon Fresh before, but this is the first time I've seen that sign posted. Just they're like, here it is. And you know what was funny? Brian's going to think this is funny. As it normally is when we go places, I walked into the store, Brian. There was like 40, 50 patrons in the store. Take a wild guess, Brian. Take a wild guess. How many Black people were in there besides me?
In Woodland Hills?
In Woodland, yeah, Woodland Hills. If that helps.
Were you the token Black guy in there, Cedric?
I was the Black guy. Now here's what that sign said.
Obviously, the rest of the community hasn't read that sign. Otherwise, they would be flooding the store.
Well, I thought about going in, and I thought maybe I could be like a panhandler and say, excuse me, but Massa Bezos said that if you guys had any rations, you guys could kick me down some, because they should. And I walked into the store. I walked down each aisle. There was no fried chicken, no watermelon, no grape soda.
Oh, they had
I'm thinking, how in the heck are you going to support me if you don't have the things that you think I like.
Oh my goodness.
It's a damn shame.
Damn shame. This is like, this is what we went through in 2020 and 2021. It was the virtue signaling. It's just people who could care less, or maybe they care. I mean, it doesn't matter, but just like putting signs up like that, like saying, we don't tolerate racism. It's like, it's kind of like what you say with Black Lives Matter. It says you're assuming that people don't think Black Lives Matter. Well, it's like they're assuming all the other establishments tolerate racism and all of that stuff, and they don't want people of color shopping in their store. They only want white money. I mean, it's just so silly. Yeah. It kind of goes back to, you turn on Netflix now, and you got the regular, the ones they think that you'll like. But this started, I guess, in 2020. Now you've got a whole, just a black section, just specifically, I guess, for black people.
Yeah.
So it is
black
a form
movies.
of segregation. And people just don't realize it, that this is what we talked about, that things are regressing, kind of like the black-only graduations. It's like, who does this favor by separating somebody by race? It's like, and then what do you do with somebody like an Obama or somebody who's mixed race? It's like, do they go to the all graduation or just the black only graduation, but he's black and white? And there's many people, Cedric's kids, they're black and, they have a black father and a white mother. So it's like, why are you separating people by skin tone?
Yeah. And that's, we cut our teeth on this, but it looks like we're going to have a chance to talk about it even more with the upcoming election. And kind of what you said, Brian, what that sign basically says, first of all, don't have a sign. Because we live in America.
Just have a sign that says Amazon Fresh.
Whether you're in Woodland Hills, or you're in Irvine, or you're in South Central, or wherever you are, we know that you're open to all patrons. We know we don't have any more signs that say coloreds only or whites only. And what that sign is basically saying, it's saying, tell me you're racist without telling me you're racist.
Yeah.
There's no need for that sign. It's just, it makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm going to have to do this by myself because Brian's in Tennessee. I think I may go back there again and take my camera and just interview people as they walk in and out of the store and say, hey, have you taken the time to read this sign and what does it mean to you? Now, would I do that in South Central? Hell no.
No, but what's funny is you're going to get, because you're in Woodland Hills, it's full of white liberals. So they're going to all kind of patronize you as you ask that, and they're going to tell you what you think you want to hear. But I think if you do that, then you have to shock them and say, I think this sign is ridiculous, and see what their reactions are.
I think I'll do that.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we just wanted to share that with you. Again, we're trying to get our feet back in the water, talking about cultural issues and political issues and things that just don't make any damn sense. And this definitely falls under that third category of things that just don't make any damn sense. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Keep checking us out.
Can I ask him a question?
Breakdown. Yes, absolutely.
Can I ask him a question? So I don't know if you noticed, those of you who are watching, if you look on the screen, you'll see that my image is, pretty in focus and clean, and Cedric isn't, even though we're both shooting in 4K. The problem is Cedric hasn't found a way to send that to me so that I can edit it without, like, he did it through Apple, and what Apple does is they shrink it so that they can send it, but then it goes from 4K down to 720. I mean, I'll even be happy if it stayed at 1920 by 1080, but it doesn't. So we tried Google Drive, but Cedric was saying that Google Drive seems to not accept it. It's too big. So if you guys have a suggestion, any of you out there who are in the tech world, how Cedric can send this to me via the internet to where I can get those big files. I figured Google Drive should work, and for some reason we're not getting it to work. So we would love your feedback on that.
I'm sorry that everything I send is too big. Such is my plight. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be having more stuff coming your way. And I think this is going to be fun. It's going to be a fun election year coming up because, like I said in the opening, I think there's going to be a lot of instances where Brian and I aren't going to have to sit down and think about what we should talk about. I think we're just going to accidentally run across stuff. I still want to do a segment where we do a California versus Tennessee. And Brian shares what's going on in Tennessee, and I can share some of the buffoonery that's going on here in California, and we can kind of compare and contrast the two. But we'll kick that around in our next production meeting.
You know what they just passed here, Cedric?
What's that?
Death penalty for child rapists.
I am here for it. I am all about it.
In California, you get your own show.
Yep. I'm with it. I think every single courthouse should have a wood chipper on the front lawn, and the family of the victim should get to decide head first or feet first and be done with it. I am so serious about that.
Oh.
But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave your comments in the comment section. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell, and continue sharing our channel with everyone you know from California to Tennessee and all around the world. And make sure you shop at Amazon Fresh. Until next time, I'm Cedric.
And I'm Brian. See you later.